Let's make some homemade crab cakes. So today I'm going to show you guys how I make my delicious crab cakes. I get these cans of crab meat from your market. I get mine from Kroger. It's the lump crab meat and it's so delicious. I get a couple of cans of these. They're about $7 each, but it's so good. So let's get these crab cakes going. As you guys see, honey food makes me dance. Honey, never mind me. But we're going to go ahead and start making these crab cakes. Once you get the cans open, make sure you drain off all the liquid first. Then you go ahead and place it in your bowl just like this. As you see, the crab cakes, they come wrapped in the little wax paper. Make sure you remove all the wax paper. There's some at the bottom as well. So just make sure all the wax paper is removed so you don't have paper stuck inside of your crab meat. So once you get it in a bowl like that, you're going to go ahead and start mixing it up with your seasoning. In this video, I did miss out one of the ingredients, which was Old Bay. So the Old Bay seasoning is one of the ingredients that go in here. So just make sure you do add that as well. So once you get that crab meat in the bowl, just like this, ooh, and it smells so good, you guys. Look at that meat. Nice and delicious. So yes, with that, you're going to get a lot of crab cakes out of those cans. You will see in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and start with our ingredients. I use the minced garlic in the jar. Whichever garlic you use is totally up to you. Again, I'm not a chef, you guys. I just like to play around in the kitchen. So I go ahead and put in some garlic in mine. If you know me, you know I love garlic. So however much you like is totally up to you. This is what I like. So I'm going to put in the amount of garlic that I want to taste. And we're going to go ahead and add some hot sauce. You guys know I go with the Texas Pete. But whatever brand you like is totally up to you. So go ahead and put some dashes of that hot sauce in there. Once we get the hot sauce in there, we're going to come on in with our next ingredient, which is some black pepper. If you want to use salt, you can use salt as well. I don't use too much salt. I don't like my food to be salty. I just like it to be spicy. Come in with some garlic. Again, whatever seasonings you like is totally up to you. This is just what I use in mine. And I always go with that good old Goya. Yes, I do. So I love this because it's a mixture of a lot of different seasoning blends in there. So I put that in mine. As you see, you guys, I don't get too heavy-handed on the seasoning because I don't like my food to be salty. Of course, we're going to go in with some mustard. Yep, I said it, mustard. Squeeze in some mustard up in there. Yep, however much you want to do. I put enough just to be able to get that little hint. And we're going to come in with some ketchup as well. So put your little ketchup in there. Yep. I said it. Put it in there, you guys. About that much. I use a little bit more. But yeah. And then you're going to come in again with that mayo. If you guys can smell it, it smells so good already, you guys. I smell that crab. Smells delicious. Get some lemon juice. If you want to use a fresh lemon, go ahead and slice your lemon up and squeeze it in there. It's totally up to you. I'm going with this right now because I didn't have any fresh lemons on hand. So yes, once you get the ingredients in there, like I said, I missed the Old Bay. You would also add the Old Bay in there as well. Go ahead and mix it up. Once you get that mixed up, you're going to come in with your ingredients to go ahead and get that batter going. But let me go ahead and mix this up really quick. Mix it up all in there just like that. And it smells so yummy, you guys. It smells so yummy. I love crab cakes, you guys. Crab cakes are delicious. I could just make crab cakes and just have it and just eat it just like that. I don't need anything else to go with it. So you're going to go ahead and mix that up. Once you get through mixing that up, we're going to come in with the meal that we're going to use to form the crab cakes. It's going to look just like that. Once you get through mixing all those ingredients, it's going to look just like that. This is what I use. I use a cracker meal, and I also use the Cajun fish fry. Louisiana Cajun fish fry and the cracker meal, I mixed them both together and yummy. Now this is the Louisiana Cajun spicy because I like a little kick on mine, but you don't have to use the spicy. You can use just a regular batter for yours. But again, you can use whatever batter you want to use. This is what I use, and it gives it a nice flavor. It's really delicious. But again, that one is the spicy one. They have one that's not spicy. This is just a regular cracker meal. It's really, really delicious. It gives the crab cakes a nice little crust. It's really good. So I mixed the two together to give it a little balance. Once I get it mixed in there, this is how we're going to go ahead and start forming those crab cakes into a patty. And we're going to go ahead and get it going. So it's going to be nice and delicious. Make sure once you put these, before you put these in a pan, make sure your pan is nice and hot because you want those crab cakes to be heated up really, really good. So make sure your pan is nice and hot. All right, so let's go ahead and get this mixed up. We're going to mix that in just like that. Once we get this all mixed in, we're going to go ahead and start making those little crab cake patties. And we're going to go ahead and pop them in a hot pan and go ahead and enjoy these crab cakes. Almost forgot to add the 2 eggs, you guys. We're going to add 2 eggs. So if you was going to make 4 cans, it's going to be 1 egg per can. So I have 2 cans of crab meat in here. So I'm going to get 2 eggs. Almost forgot the ingredient. See, when you're doing the content, trying to record, you be forgetting your ingredients, you guys. But yes. So I'm going to add the 2 eggs in here. Add your 2 eggs. And then we're going to mix it up. Mix it up, mix it up. And like I said, once we get this all mixed up, the next step is just to go ahead and form the crab cakes into a patty. Go ahead and place them in a hot pan and let them cook until they're golden brown. And I'm going to let you see what all that looks like just in a moment. So this is what your crab cake is going to look like when you're done mixing them. You're just going to form it into a patty just like a hamburger. This is what it's going to look like. And you're going to go ahead and get ready and pop it in this hot oil. So now that our grease is nice and hot, let's go ahead and pop these crab cakes in. We're going to cook them until they're nice and golden brown. I just constantly flip them and just keep flipping them until they get nice and golden brown on both sides. And once they are done, we're going to take them out. Make sure you place them on a paper towel so you can drain off that oil. And look what they look like. Smell so good and look delicious. Ooh-wee, God, these are going to be delicious. Homemade crab cakes to go. Let's go. Time to eat. So this is what your crab cakes is going to look like once they're done frying. It's going to be nice and golden brown. These are nice and tasty. Again, I just fry them up and make sure that they are cooked all the way through. And it's going to look just like this inside. It's so hot, hot, hot. Sorry, it's still hot, you guys. I just took them out of the grease and it's so delicious. Tastes so good. When I tell you this is a thumbs up, yes, it is. There I go with my little happy dance. Y'all know when I get food, I love to dance. But this is so tasty. And what I normally do is I'll make me a nice little dipping sauce. I make a little dipping sauce so I can dip them in while I eat it because it's so good, you guys. So I just get my little dipping sauce and I'll squeeze out some mayo into my little dipping cup. Once I can get it out, I'll squeeze a little mayo in here. Just like that. And I'll go ahead and add in some lemon juice and whatever little seasons you like. I usually sprinkle just a little bit of Old Bay in there as well. And with some lemon. Again, if you have a fresh lemon, you can slice it up and squeeze the juice in it. But I don't have a lemon, so I'm using my lemon juice. And I just squeeze a couple of drops in there. Of course, I dash it out with some more hot sauce. If you like spicy like me, I just do a dash or so. And put it in there just like that because my crab cakes are already spicy. Because remember, you guys, I use that Louisiana fish batter, so I use the spicy one. So it's all